In the ancient lands of Shittim, under a golden sunrise, the future of a nation was set in motion. Joshua, son of Nun, leader of the Israelites, summoned two of his most trusted men for a secret mission. He whispered, "Go, look over the land, especially Jericho." Jericho, with its formidable, towering walls, shimmered in the distance, a fortress that seemed utterly impenetrable. The two spies moved with stealth, their eyes fixed on the prize. Their journey led them to an unlikely sanctuary. The house of a prostitute named Rahab, a dwelling built right into the city's massive wall. News travels fast in a city on high alert. Soon, the king of Jericho received a disturbing report. "Look," a messenger warned, his voice filled with alarm. "Some of the Israelites have come here tonight to spy out the land." The king's reaction was swift and decisive. Torches flared as soldiers were dispatched, their heavy footsteps echoing through the narrow streets. They arrived at Rahab's wooden door, banging on it with force, the menacing shadows of their spears dancing against the wall. The king's message was delivered without pleasantry. "Bring out the men who came to you, for they have come to spy out the entire land." Rahab stood before the soldiers, her heart pounding in her chest, the flickering candlelight playing on her face. She had already made a life-altering choice. "Yes, the men came to me," she admitted, her voice steady despite her fear. "But I did not know where they had come from." At dusk, when it was time to close the city gate, they left. "I don't know which way they went. Go after them quickly. You may catch up with them." It was a brave and calculated deception. But she had taken the two men up to her flat roof and hidden them beneath the stalks of flax she had laid out to dry. As the king's soldiers rushed out into the night in pursuit, the heavy city gates slammed shut behind them, sealing the spies' fate within the city walls, but also within Rahab's protection. Later that night, under the quiet silver glow of the moon, Rahab climbed to the roof. The spies, still hidden, looked up as she approached. Her eyes filled not with fear, but with a profound and unshakable conviction. Before they could rest, she spoke words that would alter the course of history. "I know that the Lord has given you this land," she declared, "and that a great fear of you has fallen on us, so that all who live in this country are melting in fear because of you." She recounted the miracles. They had all heard of the parting of the Red Sea, the victories over powerful kings. Her faith was not in Jericho's walls, but in a power far greater. "For the Lord your God," she proclaimed, "is God in heaven above and on the earth below." With this declaration of faith came a desperate plea. Her hands trembled as she looked at the spies. "Now then," she implored, "please swear to me by the Lord that you will show kindness to my family, because I have shown kindness to you. Give me a sure sign that you will spare the lives of my father and mother, my brothers and sisters, and all who belong to them, and that you will save us from death." The spies, moved by her courage and faith, exchanged a solemn look. They understood the weight of her request and the risk she had taken. "Our lives for your lives," the men assured her, making a sacred oath. The time had come for their escape. Rahab's house, being part of the city wall, offered a unique opportunity. She let them down by a rope through her window, a perilous descent into the dark night. As the wind rustled her hair, she gave them one last piece of crucial advice. "Go to the hills so the pursuers will not find you. Hide yourselves there 3 days until they return, and then go on your way." The spies vanished into the rocky, moonlit landscape, just as the torches of their pursuers burned faintly in the distance. Before they left, I gave her a final instruction, a sign for their promise. "This oath you made us swear will not be binding on us, unless, when we enter the land, you have tied this scarlet cord in the window through which you let us down." As dawn's light streamed through her window, Rahab took the bright scarlet cord, the color a stark contrast against the pale stone wall, and tied it securely in place. It was more than a marker. It was a symbol of her faith, a beacon of hope, a covenant of salvation. As the light hit it, the cord seemed to glow with a divine fire, a promise of deliverance hanging against the wall of a city destined for destruction. After 3 days in the hills, the two spies started back. They crossed the Jordan River, the sunlight glistening on the water, and came to Joshua, son of Nun. They recounted everything that had happened, detailing the fear of Jericho's people and the incredible faith of the woman who had saved them. Joshua listened, his expression one of fierce determination. The spies' final report confirmed his own faith. The Lord has surely given the whole land into our hands, they declared. All the people are melting in fear because of us. And so, from a humble house on a city wall, one woman's act of courage and faith echoed through eternity. The scarlet cord, swaying gently in the breeze, became a timeless symbol of how, even in the most unlikely of places, faith can blossom, history can be changed, and redemption can be found. Her name was Rahab, and her legacy would be woven into the very lineage of salvation. Thank you for watching. If this story inspired you, please consider subscribing for more tales of faith and courage.